Welcome. Always think up, always think up, always think up. You know what we do around here, guys? Retrograde style. What is retrograde? Retrograde is whenever, whatever planet they say, I think it's Mercury right now, to the naked eye appears to be spinning backwards. What that does in real life translation is make everything down here just kind of hectic. All your electronics, all your communications, all your stuff. Really good time to rest, relax, rejoice, renew, refresh. All of those R's. Get them in, get them in, get them in. Retrograde is something, y'all. Everyone's been saying, I've been tired, I've been this, I've been that. It's retrograde. Go ahead, relax. You can get away with it. It's a free pass, I think of it. Uh, Thank you all. Thank you for your wonderful words of encouragement and all the love that I got. Experiencing all this loss that I've been experiencing, and so many people around me that I love dearly. And that's one of the hardest parts for me, guys. It's just everybody I love and how affected that they are. I try to almost focus my thoughts so much on that I don't even sometimes pay attention to my own thought, which isn't good. But love yourself first. Love yourself first. Love you. Love everybody else. Those are the only rules. I know this, man, and I still mess up. That's what I'm saying. Um, I try to give out the love that the people gave me in different ways. And so, each person that you meet, each person that you encounter, they teach you a different way to love and a different way to be. And, when I lose that person, I've lost so many people, guys, that I try to just take a piece of that love and pass that on to somebody else, whoever it may be, whether my niece or your niece or whoever. Um, I'm not religious. I'm here to tell you, Always Think Up is not a religious organization. Um, I honor every single religion. I love you all from my whole entire purple heart right here. I see the love, and like I studied religions to see what was the difference, and the differences are few and far between. And then the common denominators are love, 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 and it's all about how someone translates that word. So my whole life I've kind of been about the good news. I didn't even really know until I got older, and I do believe in God. I do believe in being saved from the life that you have had. And you know I didn't really understand being saved, and now I think I get it. It's not like this big religious thing like everybody makes it to be. It's like, I think that we pick our parents. I think that we get this time where we pick our parents, we pick, the siblings that we're going to have, and things like this. And, some people can look at me and say, Sarah, you're absolutely nuts. And I would say, yeah, you're right. And I love every single minute of it. It fires me up, it shakes me up. I believe that we pick our parents, and I believe that we pick our trials and our tribulations and our good moments and our bad moments. And that helps me to get through that. You know, I was in the doo doo, guys, for a long time. I had a bum knee, and I had to give up everything I loved and everybody I loved, and I couldn't find a place for myself. And I prayed and I hurt and I, had faith all in the same motion. And sometimes I was angry and full of love and scared at the same time. And I didn't go with anyone else's way. I went with my way. A lot of things didn't feel right to me. I went to different churches. I didn't like them. I went and tried different things. I didn't like them. I tried different doctors. I didn't like them. I had 5 knee surgeries. It wasn't shit. Nothing was working. I felt bad to tell my mom about it. I thought I didn't want to be the bother of anyone's party or day or time or whatever. And, I just prayed and I prayed and I prayed, and it got healed. I am here to tell you that I had a knee injury that was like lingering around like the plague, like some funky ass breath, and it's gone. Um, was it patience or was it faith? I don't know. But one thing that I do know is it was always been in my thoughts. So ever since the first time that the doctors told me that my knee could never get fixed and I would have to get a knee replacement, I think I was like 17 years old, guys, straight up. I said right to his face, that's bullshit. That's wrong. There's something else. Bye. I fought with my dad a little bit. I fought with my mom a little bit. They were basically looking at me like, yo, we had two doctors, two great doctors. Come on, Sarah, let's get real. And I was like, yo, this something else has got to be out there for me. This is some bullshit. I sat around for 10 years in a lot of pain. I didn't really sit around. I worked my head off, but I worked my head off to the point where I couldn't really move. And so, my faith was strong because even though I couldn't move, even though I didn't talk about it, I just knew that God was seeing me. I knew that He knew. And like, even through that time, I know that there's a lot of like lessons that I had to learn about my mind and my life and my lifestyle and my thoughts. And, that was a big transformation for me, and it was me and Him. So people say, how do you believe in God? It was me and God. I had best friends. They were great. I had a mom. She was great. But a lot of things I didn't tell everybody. So, it's in the thoughts that you create in your mind. We get free will for everything. We get free will to choose our thoughts. And I think that's the main point of free will. You think that no one knows what you're thinking, but from your thoughts, your reality creates. So anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about. If you see someone and they're mumbling and they're fumbling all around, their thought process is just crazy about themselves. And I say love yourself, love everyone else. Sometimes people not only can not love themselves, but the thoughts that they create of themselves, you're this, you're that, you're not good enough, you're not this enough, you know, that will create that in your life. So that's why I tell you this. I found a healer, Dr. Vazone. I love you. And God sent him to me, guys. Like, he was the perfect guy. It was perfect, and I didn't even know at the time. And I gave him a hard time. I'm hard headed. I said, "Oh, you heal this and you heal that." And I took like a little seminar to find out, that he helped all these things. And I got worked on a couple times. And I'm like, okay, well, what about me? What about mine? Like, this is just a little mincy whatever compared to like all this shit you're healing. And he said, it's in your mind, Sarah. Like, it's in your mind. So it's up to you to change your mind about what you're thinking about. And at that time, I was like, you're crazy. Like, this shit hurts. All I know how to do is cut hair. This is my life. And, I took his advice and it wasn't really comfortable at that time. I took his advice to change everything in my life, to shake up my life so bad that my mind couldn't think about my knee. So I got a job working in the steel industry. I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. And I wasn't paying attention to my knee because I wasn't working on it. I wasn't walking on it. I completely didn't know my boss. I was trying to be a stunner. I didn't know my friends. I wanted to meet new friends. There was all these things. And 2 weeks later, I'm walking and my knee's healed. And so I was like, whoa, shit, like there's something totally about that. Like, if you can change your mind, you can change your life. So, I'm getting all these emails and I'm getting all these messages about, Sarah, did you really have this perfect life? No. Yes, yes, I did. It was rough and it was tough and it was good and it was sweet and it was everything that I needed to be me right now, to be on here right now with you, giving you this love, dropping this knowledge. People say, how do you come up with your videos? I just had an email the other day. How in the hell do you come up with your videos? I talk to God. I talk to God. My work, my healing work, I pray when I do my healing work. When I do distance healing, I'm praying for people. Anytime anyone's telling me anything bad they're going through, I might walk away like a crazy because I don't roll in the doo-doo. But I will pray my head off for somebody that is in distress or in need of God. We're all connected, guys. It's just love. All this shit is just love. And I want you guys to roll around in your blessings. Tomorrow's not promised, guys. We're losing people like crazy. It feels like everywhere that I go, people are affected by loss and hurt and pain. And you don't just, healing isn't mean that it's like it never happened. Healing just makes it a little bit easier to get through the day and makes it a little bit more understandable so you can enjoy what you do have instead of thinking about what you don't have. I love you all, and I just want, I want you guys, when you're in your minds, I want your minds to be your safe space from the world. I want your mind to be the place that you go to get away from anything bad that you're feeling. I want you to be able to be really in love with your mind. And when you fall in love with your mind, then you fall in love with your life. And then when you fall in love with your mind and your life, then voila, voila, mwah.